I'm going to do a review today on a new tool I just got. It's a blade removal tool. I'm going to try this out on my Toro personal pace as I'm doing some year-end maintenance on this. Going to sharpen the blade on this today. I had a viewer tell me about this tool and said it was worth trying out. These are under $7 at my local home store, but they mount onto the frame of the lawnmower and secures the blade where you can loosen the bolt and tighten it back up. So let's unbox this and see what this looks like, and we're going to try it out here on my Toro personal pace. And this is what it looks like outside of the box. It's really just a piece of metal with a bolt on the end that you tighten it down on the frame, and it's got a protection piece of rubber here on the end to keep from scratching the frame. So it looks pretty good. Let's mount this up on the Toro and give it a try. And when you're taking your blade off, you always want to turn it where the carburetor side will be up. So I have my Toro lawnmower turned on its side. Always turn it with the carburetor side up. Now let's see if we can find a place to mount this. Looks like it'll be right here to hold this blade. And that's how I mounted it, and that is certainly easy enough, where you just find a place to mount it on the frame, and that will pull this up to the frame here, and this blade is locked in place. So I like how easy that is. Now let's see if it'll be strong enough for me to get this bolt out. Alright, it's in place. Let's see if this will come off without it slipping. Well, that was easy enough. I think I'm liking this tool already. Big test will be when I tighten this bolt back on. This bolt didn't seem to be that tight. And you keep all this mounted in place at the same time. So this blade's in pretty good shape. I'm just going to put an edge on it and do a quick balance on it. My yard's not really rough where I have any rocks or anything. And we'll be done with that part of the lawnmower maintenance this year. So I'll be using my dad's 1950 Sears grinder that still works great to put a slight edge on this blade, which is not in bad shape, and then balance it, and always wear your safety glasses. It works great. And you balance this the same way it's mounted on the lawnmower, and that's about as good as you're going to get. It's also a good time to clean out any of the debris you have on your lawnmower up and around this area while you have the blade off. And also clean the threads on the bolt, and we're going to put some anti-seize on the threads as well. I'm ready to put the blade back on. Got a little bit of anti-seize on the bolt here. And we'll put it back under blade holder. Now let's see how well this will tighten up. Without this slipping. That works really well. Can really tighten this like it should be. Very good. So that worked really well. So let's take this off now. Didn't scratch it or anything. Blade's on tight. Tool works great. This turns out to be a great tool, this Arnold blade removal tool. It doesn't scratch the frame, it mounts very easy. On my Toro here, I'm sure other lawnmowers as well, I was able to loosen the bolt and tighten it back as hard as I can, and this didn't slip. I always like to start these up after sharpening the blade to let it run a bit, make sure it's all tight. So here we go.